Waiting for the wind to blow
and push us west.
I hear we got a Jew on board
who pisses off Rome.
We'll drop him off on Patmos
to be his last home. Patmos, where losers ain't free. They can't cause any trouble here, cause we control the sea.
Exactly. That just captures the dynamics between the early Christian movement and Rome, who is in control.
It's been a problem all through human history, and the Mediterranean is no exception because there's so many others. There's like 100 different language groups around the Mediterranean, and they're all connecting with each other through trade and warfare. And the importance of connecting positively is like huge. And in Scripture, when God tells Abraham, you will bless others and be blessed because of it, that kind of sets the tone, I think, for all of Scripture, the possibility of having an identity, but also relating positively to people that do not share that identity. By the time you get to Jesus and Paul, there is clear connections across boundaries that Jesus begins and Paul continues in the Mediterranean in a way kind of unique to anybody. That is as other as you can get. And so that is one of those inspiring things that I like about Paul, is that he broke the barriers in real life. What Jesus started, he continued in the big world.
Where my finger is here is where Paul was born.
I just gained a whole new appreciation of Scripture, and especially maybe some of the hard passages that people attribute to Paul, especially in relation to women. And it's amazing you travel in this area, and when you think about the context back in Paul's day, and when he says women and men, they're all equal in Jesus. And that is, for me, I believed it, but to experience what that would have meant in that day, it really meant a lot to me.
We see people from islands far away. You might not want us on your shores, but here we're gonna stay. See people, see.
I want to learn more about other cultures because it informs me not only about my own culture, but it informs me of other ways of looking at things. Recognizing the context where Paul, the disciples in the early Christian church, what they were influenced by. I guess I didn't anticipate how the other cultures and other influences outside of Christianity were a part of this whole story.
I was brought up in a Muslim family, but they were not very strict, not very conservative. I was often told to look into people as human beings, taking it very seriously to learn more about the details of the other cultures, because there's always the other side of the story. We are so mingled with different languages, cultures, and belief systems over the thousands of years in this landscape. We understand and tolerate and respect each other. I believe Jesus was the love person, and his heart was big enough to love everyone. If you are a real, sincere believer of Jesus, you should be able to love everyone.
We'll take your fields and beaches. We'll bring our gods and kings.
When I think back, Paul's a rabbi, a scholar, and he gets in a boat, and he's led by the Spirit, which is the most important thing. He joined Jesus and his journey and his mission. So he was Spirit-led to the islands. And for those of us that live on land, this trip has given a better understanding the sea in the scriptures and the people of the sea. And as Paul traveled, he met with people of the sea, went to port cities of these islands, and was able to listen enough, observe enough, obviously, to relate to them. And we see examples in the scriptures about the language that he used as he met different people. He tried to relate to them in their context.
We got swords made out of iron. We got horses and chariots too. We got the fastest boats with the toughest crew. Take your fields and Canaan, and we will fight and kill.
Image of the boat, we talk about that different times, is that it's almost like the image of a church, because you're all on the same boat, but you got to get along with each other. You all have basically the same destination, but such a variety of people.
Now they're part of the same family. That dynamic is so important to understand about the nature of the gospel in today's world. It was just as relevant and radical in the first century.
Oh, see, people, see, people, see, people, see, people, see, people, see.